Well, I think, the big word that's come through all this commitment and the promises is that we can get enough ready shovel projects that are convertible and address the issue about the green. And to do that means that we've got to look at, projects in emerging markets. We've got a project in advanced market where we can get them into investable, asset base. So what do I mean by that? We are very much an organization, the consultancy and engineering industry, to which FIDIC represents, really, which we represent over 40,000 professional companies out there, employing over 2 million in 100 countries. We are, well positioned to make sure that those project sponsor, and I use the word the project sponsor, whether they are government, whether they're civic society, or whether they're private sector, that they actually, go through the procurement process, particularly the design, make sure the design is fully completed, and that they are properly designed in such a way they address the new energy, transition issue. And if we can get those projects completed and designed at the point that they can attract the right reward investment, that is critical. The key thing is to make them that they're investable. So the traditional approach that you look at in the due diligence process is look at what I call the national risk or country risk. You look at the political risk, you look at the market risk, then you look at the construction risk, you look at the operational risk, and finally you look at the asset management base. So those 6 points are very critical. So what do I mean by that? If you find that the projects are potentially doable in the country, but the political environment is not right, it will not attract the foreign direct investment, and it neither will they attract, the right money, because the 130 billion that is being packed is not to be dashed away to any project. It has to be put away to a project that actually knows that politically it will see a daylight, that market-wise the business environment is ideal, but more important is technically designed and address all the carbon emission that we're trying to look at, not just about the operation part of the carbon side, but also the embedded carbon in the asset base. So how do we make sure that we design it in a sustainable manner that address the issue of the sustainable development goal, that address the issue about energy transition, and also create an opportunity for sustainable, investment. So if it's a developing country issue, it's very important that that developing country have a good regulatory environment to make sure that the investment can come in, and that the design process can be achieved, and that the construction can be done in the proper manner. The regulatory framework is there. The contract approach is being adopted, be it FIDIC contract or no other contract. Whatever contract form is being used has to be contract that is appropriate for the project, and that the project will see a daylight. So it is very critical that we don't throw money away, but our industry are well positioned to be able to design a green investable asset, and to make sure we can supervise those particular projects to see daylight without, delay, disruption, or cost escalation, or issue of our litigation. So these are very, very important. The real thing you need is to invest appropriately so that the projects are properly conceived in terms of their procurement, that the design is well robust and looked at all the issue of the climate change that will come into the make sure it's resilient. And then when we build it, we don't look for the quick, cheap build. We build it properly so that they're resilient in the way they operate. And we also take some issues into consideration on how we maintain our asset base so that those asset base are not here for today and tomorrow disappear. The Victorian did it and it lasted so long, but the empirical statistic is changing, and we need to design more infrastructure to be resilient in how we do it.